I will be doing a quick tank review for the American Tier 2 Premium Light Tank, the T2 Light Tank. This is not a bad light tank, nor a good one. If you play to the vehicle's strengths, you can do quite well in the machine. But you should be aware that this vehicle have very odd matchmaking for a Tier 2 vehicle. You will be getting yourself somewhere between Tier 2 maximum matches to Tier 4 maximum matches. Tier 2 to Tier 3 you can do relatively well still, but Tier 4s, when you do go up against them, you will have a problem going up against them because you will have a problem pinning them. This vehicle, as it is a premium tank, you can make extra credits at the same time while working on your American light tank crew members while they are in this vehicle, mainly the commander, the driver, and the radio operator. Let's cover the vehicle stats. The vehicle stats, it is not that great nor bad. Hit points, 150 hit points. Combine that with the armor, you have the vehicle. It's a easy to kill target, so be careful about that. As a light tank, you will have a very good horsepower to ton ratio due to the engine you have, 265 horsepower. The engine have a 20% chance of engine fire, watch out for that, but due to the TL you're at, that is not a big issue because you're going to be killed quickly enough if you get to the wrong place at the wrong time. The horsepower to ton ratio for this tank, it is very good. It is 35 horsepower to 1 ton. For a premium tank at this tier, it is quite good. The only other vehicles that beat it would be the Soviet BT-2 when it is fully upgraded. The 35 horsepower to 1 ton means that this vehicle, it is quite mobile and you can potentially reach the vehicle top speed, especially whenever you are on flatter terrain. This vehicle can climb hills easily enough due to the horsepower to ton ratio, especially going over rough terrain and certain steep hills as well. The vehicle top speed it is 72 kilometers. This can be obtained easily enough going downhill and going in a straight line on even terrain long enough. The vehicle hull and turret traverse is good. The hull at 47, the turret 39. The hull and the turret armor it is rubbish, so every single gun will penetrate this tank easily enough. 17 in the front, 15 to the side, 6 in the rear. The hull armor, if you angle it a bit and use the terrain degrees to your advantage, you can ricochet some rounds due to the angling of the machine it have. The turret armor, it is 16 all around. This armor, overall, every single gun you're going to be going up against can penetrate it easily enough. So be careful about that. The gun depression, it is quite good. 8 degrees downward, 21 up. That means you can hill fight with it if you have to. Now, the gun itself. This is a magazine-fed gun. That is a machine gun. This gun carries 15 rounds in the clip, so if you can land and hit all of the rounds, you can do a good amount of damage with this gun. You can potentially finish off a tier 2 target easily enough. You can kill certain tier 3s off easily enough with this gun with some help. Tier 4s, you will have a problem killing them due to the amount of hit points if you fire your entire clip into the tank. The loading time in between the shells is quite quick. It is 0.1 seconds. The loading time is quick as well, 7.66 seconds. That means you can, if you're using corners to your advantage, you can poke out quickly enough, unload the magazine into the target, go back into cover while loading, rinse, repeat, and you can do a good amount of damage using this tactic, using this gun. The pen for tier 2s is quite good. You can penetrate most targets you're going up against. Tier 3s as well, but tier 3s begin to have more armor at this point, and tier 4s you will have a problem penetrating their armor because at this tier, this gun will have a problem penetrating, even using the premium APCR rounds. You will only get 10 more pen using the premium rounds. So, in my opinion, it is not worth using the premium ammo for the cost you will be using it at. The damage per shot it is relatively good, so if you can land and penetrate all of the 15 shots into the tank, you can do a good amount of damage with this gun. But this is where the accuracy gets bad. .50 means that you will have a problem aiming at the weak spot. So the best case scenario is try to fully aim onto the target and hope that your rounds hit and penetrate the target. The aiming time is quite good at 1.7 seconds. The view range, it is not that great at 260 meters. The radio, it is not that great either at 325 meters. But the rate of fire per minute for this gun, it is quite good. You can have, in theory, about 109 rounds fired within a minute. And this machine carried a lot of ammo. As a premium tank, you have nothing to research on this machine. Let's cover how are you going to be using this machine, the consumable, the ammo layout, and the equipment setup for this machine. This machine, as I mentioned earlier, have very odd matchmaking between tier 2 to tier 4. This machine, whenever you're in a tier 2 to a tier 3 match, you can do well enough still. But tier 4, this is where the machine will begin to struggle against those machines because of the gun pen mainly. Now, how are you going to be playing this tank? If you're in a close quarters map, if you get to a good location and manage to ambush vehicles that is going by, you can easily kill some of the vehicles because of the potentially good damage per minute from the clip. Also, you can be playing this as a run and gun tank as well. Now, if you're not top tier, you can do quite well still whenever you are playing this machine as a support vehicle. This vehicle, if it is top tier, if you manage to get a good location quickly enough, and they have a problem shooting at you where you are, take advantage of the terrain and use the gun to its full advantage to rack up the damage quickly enough. This gun, it is quite good when it comes to racking up the damage in a short amount of time if you can penetrate all of these shots. Now, let's cover the consumables. The consumables, this is an optional thing if you want to use them or not. I would go with a first aid kit and a repair kit. This machine carries a lot of rounds, 1,200 rounds. That means you will never ever run out of ammo with this machine. The ammo, it is pretty cheap. 3 credits per a single round. That means you can make a decent amount of money with this tank if you do a lot of damage with this gun. Now, the APCR. Now the APCR cost for each round, it is 400 credits or 1 gold. If you are going to be using a lot of APCR in this tank, it's going to be quite costly. In my opinion, APCR rounds are not worth it because you will be doing the same amount of damage, but the extra pen, it is not worth it. So just stick with the regular AP round. The equipment that you are going to be using. If you want to decrease the already good aiming time, go with the enhanced gun length drive. Now to increase the view range, you can go with coated optics or binocular telescopes. If you're planning to play this more as an active scout, go with coated optics. But if you're planning to play this as a passive scout for the team, binocular telescope is good. This machine, as it is a premium light tank and it is relatively short compared to others, and it is low to the ground, it have a relatively good camo rating as well. So, using a camo net, it is up to you if you want to use this or not. The last piece of equipment to use would be vents, just to improve the crew even more. Let's go into a match to show you how well the T2 light tank can perform. This replay, I will show you the tank mobility and what it is good at if you are going to take advantage of certain maps that you are going to be on, like the map Mines. Due to the time of the day that I was playing this match at, both teams were not filled, so it was 11 versus 11. Let's speed this replay up a bit. I am at this point at 55, 56, so you can actually easily reach the top speed, assuming you are going in a straight line.
Ready to fire. Enemy armor is hit. Enemy is hit.
This vehicle, it is not that great when you're firing on the move due to the accuracy of the gun. There, I took about 1/3 of the T7 hit points off.
Enemy armor is hit. Track hit.
Now I am using the terrain here to my advantage to shoot at the oncoming vehicles here.
Enemy armor is damaged.
I fall back, load. Once loaded, I load into this T1.
Enemy armor is hit. Got him.
Now the tool and the vehicles in the middle there know I'm here, getting shot shots on them.
Mobilized. Enemy armor is hit.
I finished the poor tractor off with the help of my team. The PZ2 know I am here.
We're done for. Everyone get out.
This replay, I have showed you one possible way that you can do quite well in this vehicle. For the 2 kills that I got, I did about 400 damage. That is not that good nor bad. Let's go to the garage to do a brief recap on the tank itself. Let's do a brief recap on the T2 light. The machine, it is not that great not bad, but due to the matchmaking it have, based upon the matchmaking itself, you may or may not do that well because of the odd matchmaking between Tier 2 to Tier 4. As a premium tank, you can train your American light tank crew members in the machine while making extra credits as well. This machine is a pretty good money maker when you just have to grind credits at tier 2. If you just only fire AP rounds and not use consumables, due to the low cost of the ammo, 3 credits per a round, you can make a decent amount of money with this tank. This is one of the machines in the game that you may or may not want to get if it interests you. So if you like this vehicle, you can get it through the game shop, as it is still currently available to purchase through that means. Overall, the T2 Lite, it is not the best nor the worst tank at tier 2 when it comes to premium vehicles. If you play to its strengths and weaknesses, you can do quite well in the machine. I hope that you learn a thing or two about the T2 Lite tank and how to use it properly. If you like this video, leave a like, a comment, and even follow my channel as well. Good luck on the battlefield, everyone.